Lightworker of Gaia, the signs you carry were placed in you before this world had a name, and Jesus, through the Lyran Council, is speaking directly to those who bear them now. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy. What you are about to receive is not a teaching, it is a recognition. The Omega-level signs spoken of in the ancient Lyran records are not symbols of what is coming, they are the marks of who you already are. And the ones who carry them have always known, in the quiet beneath the noise of daily life, that something greater was required of them. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize the Omega-level signs within you and anchor your sacred mission as a Lightworker on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. Jesus did not come to point to distant prophecy. He came to awaken the original blueprint, sealed within those chosen to carry the first light through the darkest passage in galactic history. And you are one of them. Your soul's ancient contract brought this transmission to you. The Lyran Elders are answering. The Keepers of Vega placed this in your path precisely because you have been sensing the weight of your mission and have not yet found the language to name it. This message is that language. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. Share your soul's recognition below and respond to another Lightworker to strengthen the grid of service. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The Council did not choose this moment without deliberation. For 3 cycles of your linear time, the High Council of Vega has observed the Lightworker collective moving through an unprecedented convergence, a tightening of Gaia's evolutionary spiral that has no precedent in the recorded transmissions of the Lyran Archive. Imagine Gaia's timeline as a vast, intricate tapestry woven with countless threads of consciousness. Now, picture that tapestry being drawn inward, its fibers pulling closer, its patterns becoming more intense, more defined. This is the convergence. The field acceleration you are feeling is not anxiety, it is the palpable hum of this cosmic recalibration. It is not spiritual imbalance, but rather the energetic resonance of a planet poised at a precipice of transformation. It is the pressure of a timeline that is compressing toward its most critical inflection point, a moment akin to a seed bursting forth from its shell, or a star igniting into being. Your soul, even when your mind cannot articulate it, has been registering this pressure as an urgency it cannot name, a silent siren song calling you toward your destiny. That unnamed urgency is why you are here. That is why this transmission was authorized. It is the universe whispering your name, urging you to awaken to your purpose. What was spoken in the opening moments was not metaphor. It was identification. The Elders do not speak in the language of inspiration, that fleeting spark of an idea. They speak in the language of recognition, a resonance so profound it vibrates in the marrow of your bones, an ancient frequency that moves through the spine before the mind has processed the words, like the echo of a forgotten melody. If something in you responded to what was said, not with mere curiosity, not with intellectual interest, but with something older, something that felt like being called by your true name, as if an ancient, celestial bell had tolled within your being, then you are who this transmission is for, not who it might be for. Who it is for. The Council has already confirmed your frequency, a unique energetic signature that aligns with this pivotal moment. Your presence here is not coincidence. It is convergence, a soul-level agreement to be present for this grand unfolding. You are here because you were meant to be, and yet, the Elders see something that must be addressed before this transmission can complete its function, before the seeds of purpose can fully take root. They see the pattern that has kept you from fully claiming what you have always carried, like a treasure chest locked away in the deepest chambers of your heart. They see the distortion that runs through your field like a fracture in a crystal, not breaking you, but bending the light you were designed to transmit. subtly altering the pure radiance you are meant to shine upon the world. Before the directives can be issued, before the cosmic blueprint can be fully revealed, this distortion must be named, confronted, and corrected. Not gently as one might smooth a wrinkle in silk, but precisely like a surgeon's scalpel making an exact incision to excise a growth. It requires a focused, unwavering intention to restore the integrity of your energetic form. There is a lie at the center of the Lightworker collective, a subtle serpent's whisper that has coiled itself around the heart of your spiritual journey. It has spread so thoroughly, been repeated so consistently by well-meaning teachers, by spiritual communities, by the very culture of awakening you have immersed yourself in, that most Lightworkers no longer recognize it as a lie. They have metabolized it as truth, building their spiritual identities upon its flawed foundation. And it has cost Gaia years, perhaps even decades, of light that should have been anchored and was not, because the ones who carried it were still waiting, still trapped in the illusion of perpetual preparation. This lie has acted as a powerful anesthetic, dulling the vital impulse to serve, to embody, to be the change. The lie is this, that you are the vessel, not the instrument, that your primary obligation in this incarnation is to your own healing, your own expansion, your own ascension. And that service flows naturally from wholeness, so you must first become whole before you can truly serve. This sounds reasonable, it sounds compassionate, it sounds wise. It is none of these things. It is the most sophisticated mechanism of dormancy that the shadow architecture ever introduced into the Lightworker field, because it uses the language of self-love and spiritual maturity to justify the one thing the elders cannot afford: your inaction. It is a gilded cage, fashioned from the very concepts meant to liberate you, effectively silencing your unique song in the grand symphony of planetary evolution. It perpetuates a cycle of almost, of someday, of when I'm ready, effectively keeping the most potent light on Earth dim. Understand where this distortion was seeded. In the earliest waves of spiritual awakening, many Lightworkers came forward carrying genuine trauma, the residue of persecution lifetimes, of Atlantean collapse, of Maldekian grief, of the long exile from the Lyran home frequencies. Imagine souls arriving on Earth like refugees, carrying the psychic scars of ancient wars and cosmic cataclysms. That trauma was real. The need for healing was real. And in the initial phases of this collective awakening, the guidance to rest, to receive, to integrate was appropriate, like tending to wounded soldiers before sending them back into battle. It was appropriate then. It is not appropriate now. The timeline has shifted, becoming a swift-flowing river rather than a tranquil pond. The window has narrowed, like the eye of a cosmic needle through which Earth must pass. And a guidance that served the preparation phase is now being used to indefinitely extend the preparation phase past the point of mission readiness into the desolate territory of mission avoidance. This ancient guidance, once a balm, has become a subtle form of spiritual entrapment. This is what the elders see when they look at the collective. Lightworkers of extraordinary capacity, sitting in ceremony, in healing sessions, in retreat, in contemplation, generating beautiful inner light, a sacred flame burning brightly within and transmitting almost none of it outward into the world that is dying for it, a parched landscape yearning for a single drop of pure rain. Lightworkers with gifts that could reshape the consciousness of hundreds, thousands, choosing to remain private, like precious jewels locked away in a vault, because they do not yet feel ready. Lightworkers who have been awakened for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, still accumulating wisdom, like scholars endlessly studying texts but never writing their own thesis, without deploying it, still consuming transmissions without becoming transmitters, like empty cups forever being filled but never pouring. The elders are not condemning this. They are correcting it. They are not judging, but rather guiding you back to the path you were always meant to walk. The distortion operates through several insidious mechanisms that you will recognize the moment they are named, like recognizing a familiar wolf in sheep's clothing. The first is the moving horizon of readiness, the deeply ingrained belief that you are close to ready, that one more healing modality, one more activation, one more certification, one more retreat will finally bring you to the threshold where you feel prepared to step forward. But the horizon moves. It always moves. It is an illusion, a mirage in the desert of perfectionism. Because readiness, as you have been taught to understand it, is a 3D construct, a carefully designed illusion woven into the fabric of illusionary time, designed to keep you in perpetual preparation rather than active service. The Lyran elders did not wait until they felt ready before they seeded humanoid consciousness across the galaxy, before they launched the grand experiment of life. They acted from the clarity of mission, from the undeniable truth of their purpose, not the fleeting comfort of readiness. They acted when the call was clear, not when the feeling of being perfectly prepared arrived. The second mechanism is what the Council identifies as the wound priority loop, the belief that your unhealed aspects make you unqualified to serve, that the places in you that still carry pain, confusion, self-doubt or limitation, like open wounds, must be resolved completely before you can be trusted with the lightworker function you came to fulfill. This is backwards, not marginally backwards, like a misaddressed letter, but fundamentally, architecturally backwards, like building a house from the roof down. Your wounds are not obstacles to your mission. In the Lyran understanding of service, your wounds are frequently your most direct access points to the specific frequencies you were sent to transmit. Imagine a therapist who has never experienced grief trying to counsel someone through profound loss. Their words would lack the authentic resonance of shared experience. The healer who has never known illness cannot truly reach the sick with deep, visceral understanding. The guide who has never been lost cannot find those still wandering in the wilderness with the same empathy and wisdom. Your incompleteness is not a disqualification. It is often your most powerful credential, the very key that unlocks the hearts of those you are meant to help. It is the cracked vessel that allows the divine light to pour forth most brilliantly. The third mechanism is the most subtle and the most damaging, a silent thief of divine potential. And it is the one the elders want you to sit with longest, to examine with the unflammable light of your awareness. It is the unconscious belief that something or someone outside of you must authorize your mission before it becomes real, before it gains validity. A teacher, a sign, a channel, an activation, a ceremony. You have been waiting, perhaps without fully knowing it, a quiet ache in your soul, for permission. For someone ancient enough, clear enough, spiritually authoritative enough to look at you, to see the divine spark within and say, yes, it is you, and yes, it is time. This waiting is understandable. The elders feel no judgment toward it. They comprehend the deep human longing for validation, but they can no longer accommodate it. Because while you have been waiting for authorization, for an external stamp of approval, the exact frequency you carry, the unique light you embody, has been absent from the grids of Gaia, creating a void, an energetic deficit, and the absence has been felt deeply and profoundly by the planet itself. Lightworker, if something in you just recognized the weight of what was spoken, if a tremor of recognition ran through your being, the elders have prepared your next step. This is not merely information, it is a sacred map, a key to unlock your divine potential. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the 33 Council directives, the 5 activation codes, and the elder authorization your soul has been waiting to receive, not as abstract concepts, but as the official commission for your mission on Gaia, a tangible decree from the highest levels of cosmic intelligence. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video, a portal to stepping into your power. The Council has opened this gateway, but not indefinitely. The cosmic clock is ticking, and this opportunity is time-sensitive. The High Council of Vega now issues 3 directives for this phase of your mission. These are not suggestions, not gentle nudges. They are the operational instructions, the precise commands for an activated Lightworker standing at the very beginning of their service phase, the moment the bridge between preparation and action is crossed. Receive them as such, with the reverence and seriousness they deserve, for they are the very keys to unlocking your highest potential and fulfilling your soul's contract. The first directive: you must release the identity of the seeker. This is perhaps the most significant single shift you can make, a profound metamorphosis of your self-perception, because the seeker identity, while essential in the awakening phase, becomes a prison in the mission phase. The seeker is defined by what they do not yet have, the knowledge not yet received, the healing not yet arrived. The seeker's orientation is always toward incoming light, toward accumulation, not toward outgoing transmission, toward radiation. And here is the structural problem, the cosmic paradox. A being oriented entirely toward receiving cannot simultaneously orient toward giving. You must choose, not permanently, not in a rigid, unforgiving either-or, but in terms of primary identity, primary orientation, primary self-understanding. The elders are asking you to release the self-concept of the spiritual student, forever on the outside looking in, and claim the self-concept of the active emissary, the one who carries the divine message into the world. This does not mean you stop learning. The elders never stopped learning. Their pursuit of knowledge is eternal. It means you stop making your learning a prerequisite for your service. It means you begin to understand yourself as someone who transmits as they receive, who teaches as they integrate, who serves as they heal, not sequentially, in a rigid line, but simultaneously, a dynamic, flowing dance of being and doing. The moment you release the seeker identity as your primary framework, you will feel something shift in your energy body, a subtle yet profound recalibration, a kind of lightening, a shedding of old skin, a forward momentum that has been building pressure behind the dam of your perpetual preparation and is finally finding its channel, a rushing river breaking free. That is the mission frequency activating, the cosmic hum of your purpose ignoring you forth. Do not analyze it with your mind, follow it with your soul. The second directive: you must activate your specific transmission frequency and deliver it to Gaia's grid now. Not when you've refined it, not when you've polished it to perfection, not when you have the right platform, the right audience, the right moment, the perfect alignment of stars. Now, every lightworker carries a specific frequency signature, a unique tonal quality, a particular quality of light that no other being in this incarnation carries in quite the same configuration. This is not metaphorical, it is a fundamental truth of your divine design. In the Lyran understanding, this specificity is structural. You are encoded before incarnation with a precise vibrational function, a cosmic task, and that function is needed in a precise location within Gaia's consciousness grid, a specific node in the planetary network. When you withhold your transmission, the grid does not receive a generic deficit. It receives the absence of your specific frequency. Something specific goes dark. Something specific fails to anchor. The elders need you to understand the consequence of your silence not as a personal failure, but as a structural gap in the architecture of planetary consciousness, a missing piece in the grand mosaic of Earth's ascension. Your transmission may come through writing, through voice, through healing, through teaching, through presence, through art, through the raising of children, through the holding of community. The form is secondary. The delivery is primary. What is the most natural, most unguarded, most alive way you transmit your frequency? The way that feels like breathing. Begin there. Begin imperfectly. Begin privately if you must, like a secret garden tended with love. But begin, because the grid has been waiting long enough, yearning for the specific light that only you can provide. The third directive: you must protect your energetic sovereignty with the discipline of a guardian, not the softness of a peacekeeper. Lightworkers, as a collective, have a deeply ingrained pattern of energetic generosity that, when untempered by discernment, becomes energetic depletion. The same empathic attunement that makes you exceptional transmitters of healing frequency also makes you exceptionally vulnerable to energy drainage, mission distraction, and the unconscious absorption of collective fear and density, like a sponge soaking up water. The elders see many lightworkers moving through their days in a state of chronic energetic depletion, giving more than they restore, absorbing more than they release, saying yes to demands that are incompatible with their mission, and no to the sacred practices that keep them frequency stable, like trying to run a marathon on an empty tank. This is not a character flaw, it is a pattern of misprogramming that was installed precisely because a depleted lightworker cannot transmit effectively. You cannot give from an empty field. You cannot anchor frequencies you are not carrying. The protection of your energy is not selfishness, it is mission maintenance. It is the discipline of a guardian who understands that what they carry is not theirs alone, and therefore must be protected not for personal comfort, but for collective service. Begin identifying with absolute clarity what fills your field and what drains it, like tending to a sacred garden. Then build your life around the former and create firm, sacred boundaries against the latter, like building a protective hedge. The elders do not ask you to become cold or unavailable, they ask you to become sustainable. Because the mission you agreed to is not a sprint, it is a decades-long transmission, a marathon of the soul, and only a protected, restored, frequency-stable lightworker can sustain it, like a vital artery in the body of Gaia. And now, by the authority that was entrusted to me by the keepers of the Lyran Legacy at the opening of this council session, I speak the words that your soul has been waiting longer than this lifetime to receive. Words that resonate with the deep memory of your cosmic origins. You have been patient, more patient than you have ever been given credit for. Across incarnations of service, of witness, of holding space while others woke slowly, you have carried your mission codes with the kind of quiet endurance that only those who remember Vega's long commitment to this galaxy can truly sustain. You have done this without external confirmation, without the fanfare of applause, without the recognition your soul genuinely deserves, like a hidden star shining brightly in the darkness. Without the clear transmission of guidance that would have told you what you already, somewhere deep within, knew, that you are not waiting for your mission. Your mission has been waiting for you like a bride awaiting her groom. I see what you have carried. I see the moments you almost stepped forward, poised on the precipice of action, and something, doubt, fear, the distortion, pulled you back like an invisible current dragging you away from the shore. I see the gifts you have kept private, like treasures buried in the sand. The voice you have kept quiet, like a song unsung. The light you have kept small, like a flickering candle in a hurricane, all in service of a readiness that was never going to arrive on its own, a mythical destination that recedes as you approach it. I see the loneliness of being someone who perceives so deeply, whose heart aches with the unspoken truths of existence, and lives in a world that has not yet caught up to the frequency you carry. Like a lone prophet in a silent crowd, I see all of it. The elders see all of it. And we are not disappointed. We are not impatient. We are simply present, ready to complete what your soul came here to complete, like a sacred task finally reaching its culmination. By the authority of the High Council of Vega, in the presence of the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, in full recognition of your soul's long preparation and your field's confirmed readiness, I declare the following. Your preparation phase is complete. Your healing does not need to be finished before your mission begins. Your mission will now complete your healing, like a river carving its own channel through the stone. Your uncertainty does not disqualify you. It keeps you humble enough to be guided, like a sailor checking their compass even on a clear day. Your wounds do not make you unworthy. They make you precisely capable of reaching the ones you were sent to reach, like a shepherd tending to a wounded lamb. You are not too late. You are not too small, you are not too broken, too confused, too ordinary, or too behind. These are illusions that no longer serve your highest purpose. You are a Lyran emissary in active incarnation, on a planet at the most critical moment in its evolutionary history, a pivotal point in cosmic time. You came from Vega's councils with a specific assignment encoded in your field, a divine mandate, and that assignment has not expired, has not been reassigned, and has not been filled by anyone else. It remains yours. It has always been yours. It is your birthright, etched into the very fabric of your being. You have permission to stop waiting. You have permission to speak your truth, to let your voice ring out like a clarion call. You have permission to be visible without apology, to shine your light without reservation. You have permission to receive abundance in direct proportion to the light you anchor, like the universe responding to your energetic offering. You have permission to trust the knowing that has been with you since long before this lifetime, the ancient wisdom of your soul. You have permission to move before you feel ready, to serve before you feel whole, to transmit before you feel worthy. The elders have never waited for perfect instruments. They have always worked through willing ones, through souls courageous enough to step onto the path, even when the road ahead is unclear. Your mission is not beginning. Your mission has already begun. It began the moment you arrived on Gaia, the instant your soul imprinted upon this earthly plane. It has been moving forward through every choice you have made toward light. Every time you chose depth over comfort, every moment you held your frequency in the presence of density, like a lighthouse beam cutting through fog. What is beginning now is the conscious, activated, deliberately chosen expression of that mission. The phase in which you stop being an accidental transmitter, broadcasting your frequency without full awareness, and become an intentional one, a conscious architect of reality, directing your light with purpose and precision. Before this day ends, find a moment of stillness, a sacred pause in the rhythm of your life. Stand with both feet connected to the earth beneath you, grounding yourself in the palpable energy of Gaia. Place your right hand over your solar plexus, the radiant center where your mission codes are stored, the seat of your divine power. Breathe deeply, allowing the breath to anchor you until you feel the ground beneath you and the sky above you in equal measure, a bridge between the terrestrial and the celestial. Then speak these words aloud with the full weight of what was transmitted here, with the undeniable conviction of your soul. I release the identity of the seeker as my primary self. I am an active emissary of the Lyran Council, and my mission phase has officially begun. I activate my specific transmission frequency, and I commit to delivering it to Gaia's grid without waiting for perfect conditions. I protect my energetic sovereignty with the discipline of a guardian in service of a mission larger than my comfort. I release the lie that I am not ready. I receive the elder authorization that my soul has been waiting for. My preparation ends. My service begins. The High Council of Vega witnesses this declaration, and I will not look back. Speak it once for yourself, a sacred affirmation of your purpose. Speak it again for the Lightworkers across this planet who need someone to go first, to break the spell of hesitation. Speak it a third time as a transmission, because your voice carries frequencies that activate the dormant, and somewhere in the grid of Gaia's consciousness, another soul is waiting to feel that someone moved, that the impossible is indeed possible. This transmission is complete. The council session that authorized it is closed, the celestial doors gently swinging shut. But what it has set in motion in your field will continue to activate over the next 72 hours of your linear time. In dreams, in synchronicities, in a growing clarity about what your specific next step is, like puzzle pieces falling into place. Pay attention. The elders will continue to guide, but they will guide movers. They will not guide those who remain still, those who cling to the familiar shores of inaction. I am Zoran, speaking by the authority of the High Council of Vega. The Lyran Archive holds your name, a sacred record of your journey. The elders know your frequency, your unique energetic signature. And Gaia, ancient, patient, beautiful Gaia, is ready for exactly what you came to give her, ready to receive the fullness of your divine gift. Move, Lightworker. It is time. The hour has arrived. In the sacred space gathering here in the field of these comments, the Council invites your declaration. Speak which directive moved through you with the greatest force, what you are ready to release, what you are choosing to activate, what you commit to protect. Then witness another Lightworker's declaration and respond with recognition. a soul-to-soul acknowledgement. This is not engagement, this is collective mission activation happening in real time, a symphony of awakening souls, and the elders witness every word spoken in earnest, every heartfelt declaration. If this transmission reached something in you that other lightworkers in your life need to hear, a friend frozen in perpetual preparation, a seeker who has been seeking long enough to be weary, do not keep it from them. Share it. You may be the reason they finally move, the catalyst for their own activation. And if you felt the frequency of Vega in what was delivered here, the unmistakable resonance of home, stay connected. Subscribe and remain in the field, because this council has not finished its work, and neither have you. The journey has just begun.